Well, the lawyer for a small Kansas newspaper raided by police last month believes officers did not follow the search warrant's requirements. Those requirements were to only seize computers that were directly involved in a suspected identity theft. Police seized all the computers in the newsroom, along with two reporters' cell phones, without checking to see if any of those devices were involved. Attorney Bernie Rhodes said he believes the raid violates the First Amendment and the Fourth Amendment's restrictions on unreasonable searches. He said Tuesday, quote, "It's a complete and total sham." Here to discuss is attorney Bernie Rhodes and co-founder of the Marion County Record, Eric Meyer. Thank you both so much for being here. Bernie, I'd like to start with you. In your own words, why do you believe police didn't follow the warrant?
The search of any newsroom in America is wrong. The search of the Marion County newsroom and the home of Eric and Joanne Meyer was obscene. The judge's order for the search warrant was clear. Police could only search those items that were actually used in the so-called identity theft. We now know, based upon evidence we had to pry out of the hands of law enforcement last week, that they only did a preview search on one of the 6 computers they took, and it found no incriminating evidence. Yet they took that computer and 5 more computers, even though they found no evidence on the one they did search. It leads me to the inescapable conclusion that this search was a sham. It was never intended to find evidence of a crime because, of course, no crime was committed, but was intended as part of Marion Police Chief Gideon Cody's effort to intimidate the newspaper for dare to questioning his qualifications as to why he left a $115,000 a year job in Kansas City to take a $60,000 a year job in Marion. He knew the paper was investigating him. He refused to comment on them, and all he did was threaten to sue them. When that didn't slow them down, he did this. That's why we're in this mess.
So if true, what kind of action do you think should be taken against the officers involved?
They should pay for it. And hopefully that would mean we could come to some kind of resolution with the city of Marion. But as you may have seen at the first city council meeting after this whole debacle, the city council issued an agenda so that they wouldn't talk about this matter, followed by 47 exclamation points, Kelly. Well, I'm a lawyer. That leaves me with really one option, which is to sue the police chief, to sue the city for them to learn their lesson because they haven't learned it otherwise.
So, Eric, video of the raid shows just how distraught your mother became after police entered. She died the next day. How are you holding up?
Doing well, but as Bernie was saying, they sent 7 police officers to her house. They had 2 of them standing there watching her for 2 hours, and then 5 more came in. My mother was a spunky woman, but I don't think it took 7 officers to subdue her and take 1 computer away from her. It just seems like overkill. It seems like they neglected to take things that would have been possibly interesting to their investigation, but they took instead computers from a reporter who hadn't even been here. They took a laptop that hadn't been used in 3 weeks, so there was no reason to take it. And at least they're down to only 2 exclamation points about how they won't talk about it on their agenda for last night's meeting.
What do you feel the purpose of several officers coming to your mother's home? What do you think that was?
I'm left with only one conclusion. It was to say, we are the people in power, and you'd better not mess with us, or you're gonna, be dealt with somehow or other. And that's why it's so important that we don't just let this slide. We're lucky in the case of this newspaper. We've got a little more experience. We've got a history of being involved in other news organizations. A lot of newspapers don't. They could very easily be intimidated by this. This is a way that you can sort of jackbooted intimidation of news organizations around the country. And there's a lot of small newspapers that are sitting there shaking in their boots now. They're afraid somebody's going to come in and disrupt them. We were lucky enough to get out and be able to still publish. But some, it would probably have taken them out of business.
So, Bernie, you said you are still gathering evidence for the lawsuit you plan to file. How close are you to filing?
We don't want to be guilty of what the police did, which was act in a rash fashion. As I said, we had to pry out of law enforcement last week a drive that when they supposedly turned over everything they seized, conveniently somehow didn't get listed on the inventory of items listed. I don't know what other surprises are out there. So we're continuing to press forward. Justice is going to be achieved, not tomorrow, but it will be soon.
All right. Well, certainly one to follow. We will stay on it. Attorney Bernie Rhodes and co-founder of the Marion County Record, Eric Meyer, thank you both for your time today.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.